my pleasure to introduce our outstanding senior for 2012, Miss Jamie Lynn Hunt.
I know her.
Since today we are graduating from the Humanities Department, I thought I would appropriately read what it means to be a humanitarian, as stated by my favorite scholarly website, Wikipedia. It is, in its most general form, humanitarianism is an ethic of kindness, benevolence, and sympathy, extended universally and impartially to all human beings. No distinction is to be made in the face of suffering or abuse on grounds of gender, sexual orientation, tribe, caste, age, religion, or nationality. Humanitarianism can be described as the acceptance of every human being for plainly just being another human, ignoring and abolishing biased social views, prejudice, and racism in the process, if utilized individually or as a practice viewpoint or mindset. Even though there are many different departments in humanities, Women and Gender Studies and the new Queer Studies minor is the department that holds this definition closest to its heart. Students from many different backgrounds, different cultures, different ethnicities, and different genders come together to form a classroom atmosphere unlike any other. Those of us graduating can say that it truly feels like an alternate reality being a part of our department. Passion seems to well up in all who say, I am a Women and Gender Studies student. But not all quite understand this intensity of what we have. And I'm sure we have friends and family who don't understand it as well. When I made the decision to add Women and Gender Studies as a second major and Queer Studies as a minor and postpone my graduation once again, not everyone understood. But I can honestly say that I have never cried as much, laughed as much, or cared as much than while being with people in this room and with our lovely professors, who many of us consider our dear two friends for the rest of our lives. I can honestly say I have never left a math class wondering how I can change the world. But I have felt that on a daily basis with our professors and our fellow students. We all have found a place to call home inside our Pandora's box. Starting today is where we get our ultimate test of how much we have learned. How much have our lives been affected? We cannot merely just use our knowledge to analyze Disney movies anymore. We would be doing our amazing professors a complete disservice. That passion that we felt in gender and globalization or in politics of sexuality does have real-world value. It is time to affect and challenge the world, just as the world has affected and challenged us. Imagine what the world will be like once our graduating class, the class of 2012, changes the world. Imagine how laws will change. Imagine how people will be treated. And imagine how the next generation will be raised to have a better understanding of the worth of an individual. But it starts here. Our community is waiting for us. Our culture yearns for us. Let's make our mentors like Professor Carol and Jody proud of us and to say that we are their protégés. Now, it doesn't matter if my GPA wasn't the greatest, or that my attendance wasn't perfect, or how many tassels and graduation caps will accumulate on my wall at home. What matters is that when I wake up tomorrow, I will be using my heart to make a difference everywhere I go. What will you decide to do? To close, I would like to read an excerpt from the best graduation present ever and the most encouraging book ever written. This book is Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss. Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places, you're off and away. You have brains in your head and you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what you know. And you are the person who will decide where to go. You'll look up and down streets. You'll look them over with care. About some you will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not-so-good street. and you may not find any that you want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town. It's opener there in the wide open air. Out there, things happen, and frequently do, to people as brainy and footsy as you. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. Just go right along, and you'll start happening too. Oh, the places you'll go. And will you succeed? Yes, you will, indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains. So, be your name Buxom, or Bixie, or Bray, or Mordecai Ali Van Allen O'Shea. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so go, get on your way.